Everyone can take a seat. Leaves Danielle to get here as the sun literally is setting. It's perfect. Just want to say hello to everybody. Welcome to this wonderful day we've all been looking forward to for a long time. What a beautiful day it is here on this beautiful beach, Captiva Island. The sun sets. I wrote that down. Next to the beautiful ocean. And it's right here in this spot that we get to celebrate something truly beautiful. The wedding of Danielle and Jeremy. Shortly after they got engaged, Danielle and Jeremy asked me to be their officiant, and I was completely honored. So I immediately started asking Danielle what kind of ceremony they wanted. What were the bells and whistles she wanted to make it one of a kind? Everyone who knows Danielle knows she loves bells and whistles. She loves to make things one of a kind. So what would it be? Did she want me to release butterflies out of a basket after she and Jeremy said I do? Set off a fireworks display that would illuminate the twilight sky as I introduced them as man and wife? How about light 2 candles and use those 2 candles to light one bigger unity candle? To my utter shock, Danielle's answer was no thank you to all the above. I was stunned. So a couple days later I checked again. Are you sure you don't want me to pull 2 doves out of my pockets and send them flying across the Gulf of Mexico as you guys walk down the aisle together? She said to me, Ricky, we don't need any of those things. And that was my clue. It's important what she said. It's not that Danielle didn't want those things, it's that she didn't need those things. Because the truth is, she and Jeremy don't need anything special, extra special to make this ceremony what it is, because this ceremony is a celebration of Danielle and Jeremy finding each other and falling in love. They are the fireworks. They are the bells and whistles. They are the one-of-a-kind thing that makes this wedding so special. So what does this marriage represent? It represents the coming together of 2 amazing people who found each other and decided to pledge their lives to one another. But the marriage of Jeremy and Danielle is also a collision of cultures. It's the North meets the South. It's cheeseburgers and French fries meets arroz con pollo. It's Garth Brooks meets the Gypsy Kings. It's the gringo meets the Latina. And how the heck do we end up here? So every love story has a beginning. Danielle and Jeremy's has an unlikely location for its beginning. They met on a Monday in September 2013 at the Glory Days restaurant. For those of you who don't know, Glory Days is a chain sports bar with, as Jeremy puts it, a cookie-cutter atmosphere, sports-themed TVs, and pretentious wannabe domestic lodgings. Who knew that true love could come out of a place like this? And it wasn't so immediately clear on that first date that true love was on the horizon. I asked Danielle and Jeremy about that first date, and they both had slightly different memories of it. You see, back in these days, Jeremy only rode a motorcycle. And on this fateful day, in preparation to meet this young woman that he wanted to impress, he wore a t-shirt that hugged his biceps. And he leaned sexily against his motorcycle in the parking lot, hoping Danielle would be intrigued by his manliness. Danielle, however, says of those first moments, I saw him parking his bike as I was arriving, then we walked in together. It was pretty awkward. Sorry, buddy. And Danielle and Jeremy both agree that the main topic of conversation on that first date was her blue eyes, which Jeremy says, quote, captivated him as if he was witnessing a crocodile pulling a zebra under the water and death rolling it into submission. Danielle agrees with this memory for the most part. She does say that he spent most of their lunch staring at her and making endless comments about how blue her eyes were and how pretty she was. Danielle, for her part, thought Jeremy was very handsome and did actually like the muscles. So Jeremy, my friend, thank God for that bicep-hugging t-shirt, because it's one of the reasons we're all here today. Despite this, by all accounts, pretty good first date, we almost didn't get this collision of cultures. Because at the end of that first date, Jeremy walked Danielle to her car, gave her what Danielle called a long and very awkward hug. And then 1 week later, she dumped him for a reason they both agree on. He was too white. Thankfully, 2 weeks later, Danielle realized she'd made a mistake and she called him back. Now I live in California, and I didn't get to witness their relationship growing firsthand. I got to hear about it mostly on the phone, and I was excited to meet Jeremy. So because of that, I asked them both to tell me when they both knew that the other person was quote-unquote the one. Danielle said she wasn't sure there was an aha moment. It's just that Jeremy grew on her like crazy. Seeing him as a dad, seeing him interact with her girls, made her fall madly in love with him. She said he brings out the best version of me I've ever experienced. Jeremy, however, could point to one moment.
Oh.
He said it was when Danielle rapped every word to the Salt and Pepper song, Shoot. Now, for those of you not familiar with this song, Mom, it includes these lyrics. You're packed and you're stacked, especially in the back. Brother, wanna thank your mother for a butt like that. Can I get some fries with that shake shake booby? It looks could kill, you would be an Uzi. This was the moment that Jeremy said, this goddess is just as dorky as I am, and together we can be dorky forever. Bringing out the best version of each other, being dorky forever, those are two damn pretty good, great ways to start a marriage. And of course, we're not just here to celebrate the marriage of Danielle and Jeremy. We're also here to celebrate the joining together of two families. In addition to Danielle and Jeremy, this new family is going to include Allie and Emmy, Angelina and Louisa. So including Danielle, that's a 5-to-1 female to male ratio. You throw in Miss Foxy LaRue, now we're talking 6 females. Jeremy, you are so outnumbered. So thank God you added Bear, the biggest dog known to man. And then didn't put up a fight when Piglet, the Christmas miracle puppy, stuck around and became part of the household. Now, because Danielle and Jeremy are blending their families together, I thought it'd be fun to ask all the kids to give advice to the new couple. So Allie said, Danielle, the key to a happy marriage with my dad will be to always respect each other, love each other when you want to the least. And last, but certainly not least, keep your distance from him and his food at the dinner table. Especially German chocolate. Emmy said, Daddy is the most loving and caring person. Until you hear him say, God bless it, then you better run to the beach for a week. Louisa, Jeremy, said, buy my mom lots of presents.
Smart girl.
And Angelina said, Jeremy, welcome to our crazy family. We love dancing, being loud, and having huge parties. Don't forget that Papa is the head honcho. And even though my mom will be getting your last name, you're actually becoming a Mariah. That's great advice, and I'm going to throw in some of my own. When Danielle and I were in preschool, I was 4 and she was 1, this kid took my Tonka truck, apparently without me giving much resistance. So Danielle had a bag of gumballs, and she smacked the kid upside the head until she was separated from him. I just want you to know the kind of woman you're marrying. She's always going to have your back, and she's fiercely protective of the ones that she loves. Danielle and Jeremy, you two are a wonderful couple, full of love, and I know you're going to be happy together the rest of your lives. Your kindness and generosity and affection toward each other is so evident, and it's an amazing thing to see. The only advice you guys need is just keep doing what you're doing. You didn't get here by accident. You were meant to be together. I got married about 1.5 years ago. It took me a long time to find Kelly. But like the saying goes, good things come to those who wait. And it might have taken you both time to find each other, but wasn't it worth waiting for? Because what you have now is something that's going to stand the test of time. Jeremy is Danielle's only brother. I'm protective, skeptical, suspicious of any man who talks to her, let alone tries to date her. But I gotta say, you're more than just alright in my book. I'm so happy she found you. I know you're going to take great care of her and love her, as well as my beloved nieces Angelina and Louisa. You're a great guy, and in about 5 minutes, I get to call you my brother. And I don't even think my dad's going to give you the party line, which he gives to all the husbands in this family of his daughters, about, you better not hurt her or he's going to kick your ass. We all know you're the one. And Danielle, this guy's good. You finally found him. Don't let him get away. Well, without further ado, I think we've come to the part where you guys are going to say some vows to each other. Danielle's going to go first, because if Jeremy does, she won't make it through hers.
I may not either way.
Here we go.
My darling Jeremy, I've waited for you for 1,000 years, and I can't believe that you actually exist. It takes me even longer to imagine that you're mine and standing here with me today, ready to become my ever after, my husband, and my forever partner in crime. It's hard to put into words why you're so perfect for me, but we just make sense and we get each other. Like sing-alongs in the car and dance parties in the kitchen, laughing so much it hurts. We're those cheesy people that finish each other's sentences and know the other's thoughts. I couldn't have been matched with a more perfect person to spend my life with. You've made my days brighter and my world much more colorful. You make me a better version of myself. My heart was meant to love you. Together we built a perfect home. And today I not only promise my love and commitment to you, but also to your daughters. It hasn't just been you that changed my life. It's been them too. I'm gonna get it together. I find my place. Having your daughters to love has changed me, and it will be my honor and privilege to be their stepmom and one of their best friends for life. As your wife, I promise to always remember today and our love for one another. I promise to be your best friend and your biggest cheerleader and to always make you laugh. I promise to always share my bacon with you and always allow you your afternoon nap. And I promise to always call your heart my home. My penguin, my lobster, my unicorn, my wish come true. I choose you, and I will choose you over and over and over, without pause, without doubt, in a heartbeat. I'll keep choosing you.
All right, buddy. You can manage it. After that. Beautiful vow.
Today I get to marry my best friend. And even though we have both done this before, I have never meant these words, nor the vows I'm about to recite, more profoundly than I do today. My dearest Danielle,
It's harder than you think.
you have shown me more love than anyone before you. And as we embark on the next wonderful step in our long journey together, I make these promises to you. I vow to love you more than you've ever been loved. I vow to hold you tighter than you've ever been held. I vow to look at you like no one has ever looked at you before. I vow to listen to you more than anyone. I vow to spend every day thinking about you. I vow to love and raise your children as my own. And I vow to put your needs before mine, unless my needs are more important. I vow to laugh uncontrollably with you for the rest of our lives. I vow to cherish your dorkiness. I vow to never let you forget how you dumped me for being too vanilla. And I vow that for the rest of your life, I will love you.
All right, let's make this thing official. Jeremy, if you don't mind, repeat after me. Actually, this is not a repeat. Do you, Jeremy, take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold, in sickness and health, to love and honor, in good times and bad, for richer or poorer, for as long as you both shall?
I do.
Do you, Danielle, take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold, in sickness and health, to love and honor, in good times and bad, for richer or poorer, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Now, may we have the rings, please? Okay, Jeremy, if you can take that ring and put it on the ring finger of Danielle's left hand. Hold it for a second. Now look into her eyes and repeat after me. With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
And with it, I bestow all of the treasures of my mind, heart, and hands.
And with this, I bestow all the treasures Of what?
Of my mind. That was a long one. I should have cut that out.
I meant to like, I hope I don't say that.
All the treasures of my mind, heart, and hands.
All the treasures of my mind, heart, and hands.
Now Danielle, take that ring, put it on the ring finger of Jeremy's left hand. Now look into his eyes and repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed,
With this ring I thee wed,
and with it I bestow
and with it I bestow
all the treasures
all the treasures
of my mind, heart, and hands.
of my mind, heart, and hands.
All right, we're getting close to the end here. I'm just going to say a few minister type things. May this couple be prepared to continue to give, to be able to forgive, and experience more and more joy with each passing day, with each passing year. Jeremy and Danielle are now beginning their married life together. We hope that they may have loving assistance from their family, the constant support of friends, and a long life with good and everlasting health. Insomuch as Jeremy and Danielle have consented to live forever together in wedlock, and have witnessed the same before all of us, having given and pledged their true love to each other, and having declared the same by the giving and receiving of a ring, by the power invested in me, I now pronounce them husband and wife. Jeremy, you may now kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Jeremy Stevens.
Okay, come on, girls, let's go.
Hey, 1, 2.
No, we're not.
Seville.
Oh, let's take some pictures. Let the reps get in here. Okay, did everyone get 900 of them?
No,
Cameras.
Dad just now realized.
It's picture time.
All right, get your hair right.
So you need another 10 minutes up there. Don't move. Okay, let's do one,
Congratulations.
you don't mind.
Oh.